Hello, viewers. Good evening, everyone. God bless you all. Yeah, Una Voice is back again. Just like last Saturday, we are back here again. And tonight, we have a lot of guests in the house. Now, no say why would they bring this thing down so that every one of us understand that. People like me will say no go school. Uh-huh. But nevertheless, in the house, we still have professors. Meanwhile, my name is not John, Una Chief Host. So, make una just relax. Today we get enough for now. May I not forget say now the program continuation of the program. Meanwhile, I won't do so. How? Because you see, say last week most people know get everything finished. They want hear them. Well, before then, may I not forget to share and subscribe. Una Voice TV. Now be the name of the answer for YouTube. Una Voice TV. Now be the name of the answer for Facebook. Una Voice TV. Now be the name of the answer for TikTok. And as we dey live now, not be only for YouTube. Now go to see us now. You dey see us for Facebook. Or now Facebook you dey you see us for YouTube. You are on both sides. God will bless you now. Now well done. And thumbs up also. Subscribe, that's the most important because when you subscribe, anytime we say we dey line, una go see us, una go watch us, una go hear. And not be only that one, we say make una still dey comment, talk your own view. Wetin you feel like, wetin be say maybe e dey worry you or for area e get as e be. Instead of it maybe you come judge the matter, you come become bad person. You fit just write us, we go help you talk am out here. People go put mouth for the matter, you come get as e be. And not be only that, see, this program wey you dey watch so, Igbo dey call am Ogwo Eba. That is, e dey cure hypertension o. This very because you see when you listen to this kind of program, watch am, you go see am say sometimes that thing wey you feel say na wahala, your own self, e dey suck breast, e never reach anywhere. Okay, well, right now we want to go into business. My name is John, I repeat again, and my colleague as well, which I will introduce to you guys now, is brother Sam, Mr. Sam, Evangelist Sam. Anyone wey call am, he go answer. Which is his brother now wey dey screen when I dey watch so. Una see how e take gentle, na so im heart be. No be say I dey try to exaggerate, na so the man just be. Na man of God partially. Yeah, anyway, also so brother Sam also is part of us, and also in the house we still have. But before then, sorry, may I still tell una, no be only say una dey see am here. The man wey una dey see so na gospel singer still be. Na engineer. In case you wan produce your music, you still fit still call am. He go help you do am. Okay. Then our second host here as well is Mrs. Gladys, all the way from UK. So who people when they see today, when I notice say maybe I just dey see and I one place together. No, UK people dey here, Belgium people dey here, Spanish people dey here, all of us together. This is the one that they see. So when I still remember am, Nurse the dancer is also a dancer. She's also a gospel singer. That is a mother for you, Sister Gladys. Okay, and also by her side, we still have our special brother. This one we say, if he had us say na grandma I want, he go give you now his name and my namesake. His name now, Mr. John Kia Pena. I understand it's a PhD in mathematics, so that the guy when I so see how the wave when I say make una in the year, when I go see here, if now you go na one here, una go hear am. Then I know say why would they bring the matter down? Say so that everybody, I see talk and we can say people like me say we no break chalk, I been a biro, we will still understand that and make it reach everybody here. If I say na grammar, thank God our PhD holder in mathematics stay here. Not only in that, it's also MSc business IT. That's a trainer also. You understand? He has also BSc in education. That's economics and statistics. So in case you get as your business or whatever be, you still call and he will tell you what to do to balance equation according to who this week you go. He is also transmitting from United Kingdom, UK, Britico as we call him. We people will say Britico. He's still a wave now. When he go come out today, well, meanwhile, as I said, the program na Una Voice. What are we trying to say? Be like say we dey represent una. That's why we say still bring your own idea. Make it like say we talk our own, talk una own. Okay, we are about to go into business and our chief engineer tonight. So I would like to start with a beautiful
Before
and
we forget,
wonderful.
sir, don't forget to introduce one of our
Oh,
guests from
sorry,
the.
I still have my mama in the house. Very, very sorry. Sorry. So that's why I was in the screen to see. And they say, especially our mom, see also. who is all the way from Belgium. You see, I say Europe complete here. This is Sister Doris. You see, you can see everyone can see her beautiful and everything, quiet. You see, when you look at them, you know, say these people are caring and loving people. Make una no take them take play. Because now wisdom and you see say we package among all the guys and girls or whatever, women or ladies you see in the house. So as they will dish am out, now go know say yes, say these people they are up to do people. God go bless now. Una well done and very very happy to meet you again. Make una no forget to share. Call your friend. Help us share am. So subscribe and also do what? Also thumbs up. Still dey voice your own matter as we talk am again. The name of this very talk show na wetin? Una Voice, and the same name na if you take find am for YouTube, Facebook and TikTok. I repeat again, Una Voice TV. Okay, God bless you guys. Okay, meanwhile I want to go into business. We know last week we talked about respect, especially how the be, and we heard from our brother like Chief that is not around today and our sisters. Tonight is going to be taking a different shape in another form and with another experience also. So meanwhile, I would like to go straight to Mr. John Mind in the house to start with him by asking him, say, how did children show respect to their parents in the past and now in comparison? So let's hear from Mr. John. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bear with me. I must be honest with you. I grew up in a place where not a lot of pidgin is spoken, and I left Nigeria over 22 years ago. So if my language is not exactly what you expect, I do plead with you guys to bear with me. But I will try to make it as simple as I can. Right. Looking at comparing respect for parents now and respect for parents some years back is quite a big topic, but I want to start by explaining what respect is. The concept, the word respect, looks very simple, but it has a lot of things to unpack. Respect can be seen as the way you honor, you value, you obey, you sacrifice for your parents, and many more. So it is very encompassing. Respect in those olden days is a situation where every single child will see it as a skill, a value, something that you have to grow up with. And my audience, bear with me. I want to make it quite clear that we attributed respect without any iota of doubt, without any form of reserving anything for our parents, because our parents sacrificed so much for us. And therefore, in return, we respect our parents with everything we had. So in those days, when your parents ask you to sit in one place, obeying that is respect. Creating an opportunity to honor, praise your parents is respect. And trying to display the attributes, the values they've taught you as you are growing up is respect. Following their footsteps, following their instructions, all of that is respect. And in our days, we did that superbly. Without any iota of doubt, we did that superbly. And like what the presenter clearly identified, these days we've seen a decline in the way parents are being respected. To be honest with you, I would not completely say a decline, but I will say changing the way children respect parents. And this change sometimes is good, sometimes is not very good. I will look at the positive side of it by saying, now, in our days when parents are either fair or unfair, we don't really care. Whatever they ask you to do, we do it. But these days, your child has got that capacity, especially those born in the Western world, to question you, especially when you are not fair. So some people will see that questioning as lack of respect. To me, it's not a lack of respect. These days, our children has got a lot of distractions around them. We can go in detail later to how technology is changing the world. Sometimes you ask your child, come here, sit here, do this, and you realize that the follow-up action is not immediate. It's not immediate because maybe the child is being distracted, maybe looking at whatever he or she is looking at on the computer, on their phone. Well, we can say that is a decline in respect, but it's not absolutely. I won't say it's absolutely. So overall, I know there are a lot of other people who want to value to what I've said so far. So I want
Thank
to
you
cap
very
it there. A lot of people will see it as a decline, but I see it as awareness of the kids, situations around them, upbringing, and circumstances surrounding them. It differs from family to family. But outrightly, quite a lot of people will say there is decline in respect for parents. But I see a gradual change according to what is surrounding us and what is absolutely
much.
influencing them in their environment.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for now. Okay. Well, my people are here waiting our daddy talk. He say decline so that make a break and that make some of us still understand. Wetin be decline? When something they reduce, which means respect reduce oh, na him talk. And I believe say most of our houses na true our brother talk. Our daddy say respect don't reduce. He still talk another thing why I still right. He say not be say e too good, but I mean not be say e good, but it's not very good also. In other words, say not be say e too bad. Not be say e too bad. No, 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 never reach that level of too bad, but say e reduce. And wetin dey cause am is it also maybe things wey be say e dey around them, e still follow dey cause am. Okay, well meanwhile let's still go back again. Our sister Doris again still hear from her and she still see the way we take the respect before and our children na the way they take the respect us because na him be the thing wey we wan know whether difference dey or not. So Mrs. Doris, can you hear?
Yes, God bless you, everyone. Thank you for having me around. Um, like I said last week, I said the difference is fear. Fear, and children are beginning to gain, self-confidence. Like for me, I also say my growing up experience that I have was too horrible. Like my brother have just said, the circumstances also contribute. I did not grow up like a normal child, having to grow, in midst of my parental care was very, very horrible, and I needed a home. I didn't have a home. I needed care. I needed love. You know, my mom. I will just share a little bit of my story. My mom was having a depression. She was sick. She was having this mental illness before I was even conceived, and she happened to be the only daughter of her mom, and her mom was managing her and managing me as well because I came, I was born into a polygamous family. So she was living with her mother then. Unfortunately, shortly after I was born, she lost her mother. So she had to, struggle with me and all that. Imagine a child being raised on the street. We practically sleep in the streets. Everything I know it in the street. My educational system. I practically went to the old primary school in Benin due to her condition. So my father didn't care. He didn't care. So I was just doing throw from one place to the other. So somebody like me, you will see that I grew up when I was 10 when I came to my dad to live with my dad. And when I came, the whole system was just different for me. It was difficult for me to cope. I said this before. I said I wish there was this internet then. They for show me now. Your sister for promotes everywhere. So I needed to cope. I searched for that coping mechanism. There was no way because first I was rejected by my dad's wife. Watching a child. I went through trauma. Others will be eating while I stay outside. I was not welcome. And my dad didn't give me that, friendly look. All faces were so strange. So you see, my own experience of growing up is that even affecting me today. That trauma, I'm still going through it today. I did everything humanly possible to make sure I fit in, but it was totally impossible. And in short, they labeled me the black sheep, in the family. I had to leave, go stay with this, and having too much experiences in life. So when you talk about respect, I quite agree with what my brother just said, that it all depends on the situation you find yourself. So many things today is strange.
Okay, welcome. Thank you very much. I understand. Well, my people where they watch, when I hear the voice of our sister, what is he trying to say, or what do I understand personally is what? You see, how you grow still contributes.
Yes.
That is the truth. The way you grow for house where you say many papa day or many mama day or many children day, you still get affected. That's it will show towards your respect, the way you respect.
Yes.
Or maybe, sorry to say this, let me hear from, there's something I want to say, but before then, Madam Gladys, I don't know if you have anything to say in addition to this before we can go to another list. So let's hear from Madam Gladys. This is Gladys.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, families. Everyone that is watching, everyone that is here, I greet you all. Good evening. God bless you. I don't have anything to contribute on this, but I have a question to ask our daddy, Brother John. Based on his field, I have a question to ask him. So if it's not yet time, I will wait for what time.
Yeah, just hold on. You ask your question. Since you say it's question.
Yeah.
Okay. So my people are here based on waiting they do. That's our daddy in the house and mom in the house. I just said as I talk. You see, I'm saying the way we take the handle our children that time, that's weak for our papa them, and now not be the same. Though some people see they make that mistake because sometimes they say they won't follow culture. We say culture, but I know they condemn culture. Though we are not into that. When we come into that, we talk about that. What do you mean they try to talk? We say, you see, when it be say our papa those days, and they talk of waiting, why it be say most houses or most men they will talk say, na mama they know, na mama they know. Now just few days ago, me come on the something. True. Papa will be say, fear no they let us talk. We know the fear. We know discuss with her. Everything he believes say he don't give mama money. Mama go take care of the pikin, do everything. Say pikin now you don't born and now you understand. So far I give you money. So you see and say that's why I feel like say most of us the not even respect only the love don't the mama side. But thank God for now also we ourselves they try to bring that change, make it be say things balance. Because not supposed to be. We would believe saying our respect also, but not be respect. I'm talking respect between respect of man and husband and wife, for example. So the believe say na respect, you can't carry the whole responsibility. So far you just give money, you don't finish. Like me, I no fit describe my papa. What do I mean be say, I no fit say, see wetin me and him sit down talk. Like these days wey be say our children will sit down, we go still talk. Where mathematics wey you do, you never do this, you never do that. Una go discuss. Now this film, sometimes I will sit down watch film together. All these are part of things wey be say still dey affect the respect we dey talk of now. Though we know truth is not compared, because the respect that time come turn to fear, according to Mrs. Doris, which is true. You come from respect, come turn to fear. Not be even respect again, it come be. So meanwhile, the thing be say, I can say we need balance. What are those balance? To make sure say things dey better. Like me, I get children, get daughters, I get sons. My daughters, if my wife no dey there for them, for example, maybe she's doing one to the other, I dey baff them. I baff them till they get sense. You understand? Now, how those kind of children go say no le papa or no le mama? So the way we take still handle things then, we know they respect them in short. Now fear we dey fear them. So you get as it be. But we dey talk of respect, and respect, just like as our daddy started the matter, we say he really needs something balanced, just like I still talked last week. What is the balance? To really know what to do at the right time. Make we no come put fear saying na respect, or come put respect saying na fear. No, the two things different. But meanwhile, we have to compare also where we dey. But nevertheless, we'll see they call the attention of the children. Okay, Mrs. Gladys, can we hear from you what you say you wanted to add?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Daddy, our daddy John, I want to ask question. You know, these days, most parents, there is a saying that always flash our mind, or that is in our head. We believe that I want to ask a child that don't tell their parents things about themselves, or there are things that they are passing through, they don't tell their parents, or there is something they want to do, they want to decide, they want their decision, they don't tell their parents, but they can confide on someone outside to tell that person. That person might still be a parent to other children. They will confide on that parents outside to tell them. Does that mean that they respect that parents more than their own parents, or they don't show their parents respect? That's why they are not sharing their opinion or things with their parents. Because most of us, the parents, I think in that area, we are confused. Bless you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It's quite a straightforward question.
Yes, sir.
You see, life as it is, whatever you put into it, that's you will harvest. Some of us, we are cultivating things and we are expecting to harvest something completely different. I'm a classroom teacher. I have seen loads of things, and I am happy on our Voice TV is running programs like this. I want to be at the background to listen when you're talking about education of the child. But let me answer this question. You say, why will your child stop talking to you about major decisions, key things, and now go outside and talk to someone else? Supposing they are talking to their own peer group, their mates, is slightly different. But talking to another parent means the parent needs to sit back and evaluate what she or he has done. You see, we live in a society that is full of stress. We live in a society where we are always running after shift. I have told so many parents, the money we get from some of this shift is not enough to the sacrifices we are making in the life of the kids. So when your child will run to you, attempting to talk to you, and the next minute, because you are stressed, maybe from work, maybe because of the bills, maybe other circumstances around you, you raise your voice, you are pushing that child away. And whenever they come to you, they want to talk to you about something, and you possibly use what has happened, maybe negative thing that has happened in the past, to say, you can't do that. Remember what you did the previous time. You are pushing them out. And whenever you talk to them, or whenever they attempt to talk to you, and you do not bring yourself down to their level to talk to them in a way that they will understand, you are pushing them away. So when your child is leaving you and talking to another mom or another dad about ourselves, I want to say most likely is coming from the parents. If you don't show enough love, if you cannot remove that father-daughter, mother-daughter relationship, and sometimes come down to their level and discuss things with them, they will, certain times, they will not reveal to you whatever they want to reveal. They will go out there, they will talk to their peers, and they will talk to someone else who give them that listening ear. So I will say that is absolute lack of respect, but most times it's as a result of the way the parents have conducted themselves. Does that answer your question, Ma?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Are we still here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So expecting contributions from the house, please. On this
Yes, sir.
particular question,
And I want to ask another question, sir.
Yes.
You know, in these days, children, will I say is fear or respect? I want to know, why is it that children, because we are dealing on respect now, I want to ask, why is it that children, they respect and obey their teacher in school more than their parents at home? What are we going to call that? Is it fear or respect?
All right. Thank you, Ma, and thank you to our viewers who are sacrificing time to listen to us. I don't think children fear their teachers more than their parents. I will not say so, but I want to tell you what happens, okay? And it might help some of us. You see, in the classroom, as a classroom teacher, in the classroom, we have rules and regulations. Okay, and teachers who have these discipline mindsets, teachers who are very strict with what they do, if you don't break those rules, they will not raise any form of punishments, or they will not sit you down and talk to you, or they will not take your social time away from you. But for those students who break those rules, who cross the red line, who go out of their way, or who disobey the expectations of the school, there are punishments. And those strict teachers will implement that to the core. And those teachers are not feared per se, they are respected. One additional thing that brings respect to those teachers is they go out of their way. Teachers who go out of their way to impact knowledge. And students are very intelligent people. They understand when a teacher is impacting knowledge. They go out of their way to impact knowledge. Those teachers are respected. This third phase of teachers that are respected are teachers who show absolute concern, not about their subject area alone, but the totality, the entire growth process of the child. They show a lot of respect. All right. Now, let me compare to parents. Okay? Let me compare to parents. Parents have got a higher authority over the children than teachers. Parents ideally is supposed to be more respected than teachers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because their position is higher than that of teachers.
Teachers.
But quite a lot of parents don't know their role. And if they don't know their role, then it becomes a problem. Let me tell you. Number one, especially for moms, sometimes we are very emotional. All right? Your child has done something wrong. And instead of following that through, all right, sometimes we tend to forgive too easily. Yes, sometimes we tend to forgive too easily. And every moment that those things happen at home, children are very, if you see them, they are incredibly intelligent people. You know that, oh, mom will always forgive me. Even though I cross this line, mom will forgive me. But the teacher in the classroom is a teacher to so many people. It will not attach that emotional element and let you go free. But teachers who absolutely allow those emotional elements struggle in the classroom as well. So as a mom, as a father, sometimes when mom is disciplining or is disciplining the child, the father will come in to do something. All of that is dangerous. Or sometimes when the father is disciplining the child, mom will come in and possibly say, no, it's enough. No, dangerous. We are not expecting a situation where you forcibly, out of anger, you discipline a child in a way beyond expectation. But when you say something to the child, follow it through. Say, if you don't do this, you won't have your phone for 2 weeks. Don't give the phone back after 3 days. When you say 2 weeks, collect that phone and let that phone stay with you for 2 weeks, no matter how they blackmail you emotionally. So many children are getting away because they have a way of blackmailing their parents, and their parents give in too easily. That's the difference. So secondly, you see, these days, I know, as I'm talking, I know I'm guilty as well. Sometimes we consider what we want to make because we absolutely want to take care of them, and we rarely have time for them. Okay? At home, we rarely have time for them. And if you don't have time for them, they will accord that respect to somebody who have time for them. I tell you, as a teacher, we have students who refuse to leave the classroom, who wait behind to talk to us. And if I send them away, they will not repeat it a second time. So again, as a mom, oh, I'm going to shift. Wait for me. When you return from your shift, do you have time to sit them down and talk to them about what they wanted to discuss with you? If you think they've forgotten, they haven't. They are checking if you have time for them. And if you don't have time for them, you are gradually losing that respect, the absolute respect they're supposed to have for you. So these are some of the things that is causing the difference between how students respect teachers and how students respect their parents. Does that make sense, man?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I really appreciate that, and I believe say most of us, Papa, Mama, we don't still here waiting. Mr. John talk from UK. We don't still learn from him also, because actually, him na teacher and na Papa is TB, which means na parent is TB. But when I see the logic where they now be say, if you give your pikin punishment, let me just put it out because another time I don't understand. We know they talk of beat to maybe say this your phone, I don't want her or city or whatever, and you give am time. Say make that time be that time. No change am. If na one day, say na one day. If na 7 days, say na 7 days. If na 2 weeks, say na 2 weeks. No change am. That one na one. Then the other way round, wetin pikin still need from us now, na him come still talk be say wetin. Maybe pikin wan tell you something. You know, so like wetin I still talk before. Your respect now come turn to fear. You say, hey, shut up. You no wan lis ten. No be so. You go hear am first. When you hear wetin you wan talk, before you yourself go know wetin you wan still talk. Because see, make I tell una one story. E get one woman those days, im pikin dey cry. You know say all pikin or all children no be the same. Wetin happen? We wey we be men, una know wetin we carry under our legs. So small baby now dey cry. No be like now wey pampers dey. They talk of the time of napkin. I know say papa and mama wey dey house go still know wetin I dey talk. Wey dey take napkin, take dey do pampers. Na now wey pampers come, we don forget napkin. Now e come be say the safety pin wey dey take hold the napkin, hold my pikin block us, or the pikin of the woman then, you understand, block us. Wetin happen? Pikin dey shout, dey cry, dey cry. Mama, pikin, this pikin don too cry. You go check wetin. I believe and I saw it dey cry. Till pikin bleed, e die. So what am I saying? Sometimes e good make we still dey give ear. Just like wetin our teacher talk wey dey house say. Sometimes e don tell you something, you think say e don forget am. E never forget am. So all this one, as I still dey talk, you know say if I talk, I go talk of balance. If I talk, I talk of balance. Now to balance the whole thing, everybody will get his own respect back. Because even our children also, they need respect. Even animal need respect. Talk less of human being. Talk whether na your pikin, not be your pikin. So now so we go do the thing, it go balance. Una hear am now say, and true, like teacher, like we were dey Europe here. Even me wey be adult, sometimes where we dey work, we go ask one thing for about 5 good times. The best way they tell us, especially if I no go lie, then they forget it, they go still tell you. They tell you. I mean, they don't dey vex, they will still tell you. But I no go lie, because of the way they take train us, sometimes if they ask me question, ask me 2 times, because of 3 times, I don't vex. But now we come dey learn again. That's why I say this thing na balance. To balance the thing, know where you dey miss am, know where your children dey miss am. Even to tell the children say now they miss am this way, you go know how you take put am to them, then go understand you better. Life will go on. Okay, and I know say all of us don't talk for the meantime, but we never see hear from our brother, Mr. Samuel. So let's hear from him if you get anything, maybe question or anything contribution as we dey go on. But before then, make una no forget say this program we dey call am wetin? Una Voice TV. Una Voice TV for Facebook or for YouTube or for TikTok na the same thing. And as we dey here now live, we dey the two. Facebook and YouTube, we dey live. Anywhere where you click, you go see us. Make you the thumbs up, the comment also. We'd like to hear your comments. God bless you. Okay. Mr. Samuel.
Okay, so I just have question. Okay, I have question for our guest doctor. Okay, so my question is this. You know, I just want to go back to the first question that we asked about children's respect. So, and I want to ask, does it mean that, you know, those days we used to say that children have respect, or children respect their parents anyway, and now, so my question is this: the respect then, is it out of fear? Does we respect our parents then out of fear? Because there is so many things that we do now, that our children do now, that we cannot, you know, then you should I say out of fear, you can't ask your father what is his name. You don't even have rights, or fear, or you will not be able to ask your father, how old are you? But these days, you see our children asking us our name, asking us our age, you know, our date of birth, and all those things. So my question is this: what we are doing then, is it out of fear, or is it respect? Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, like I stated earlier, you see, circumstances are different. I know in some families, like what my sister said, in some families, out of fear, is available, but in other families, it's not out of fear. To address this question, I want to first answer a comment made by our main anchor. You see, when I was growing up, I happened to be closer to my dad than my mom. I was incredibly close to my dad. It got to a point where my dad will not eat any food until I am around. And every evening, my dad will sit all of us down and will start telling us stories. So when I said the experiences are different, it is we cannot generalize. So evenings, days where he is not in that mood to sit us down, tell us stories, discuss with us, and at the end of the stories, he will ask us, what have you learned? What have you not learned? Or what exactly have you done that you think you want to rethink again after this story? It was an opportunity, rare opportunity I had with my dad. And every evening is not in that mode. We know something troubles him, and we gave him that space. And sometimes we'll run around him, Dad, are you okay? Is everything all right with you? What is happening? You probably will say, don't mind these circumstances. There's a particular situation I'm troubling with, but you guys are too young to listen to that. We'll give him space when he needed that space. So for some of us who were lucky, we respected our parents not out of fear, but out of love. I give you another situation. I wasn't brought up from a very rich family. I was brought up from quite a poor family. I remember when my mom sold our clothes to pay my school fees. I remember my mom going out of our way all the time to make sure that food is available for us to eat. I remember the sacrifices. Even though this woman doesn't have enough, she will go all out. And as a child, your responsibility to reciprocate that, to give that back to them. So at a point, we were going for, okay, what will please mom? This woman is working hard. When she returns from work, we want to make sure that there's something available for her to eat. We started running around her because of the sacrifices the woman was making. All right. Right. I'm from a polygamous family as well. Okay. Dad, who was supposed to making all the provisions, could not cover everything with the little earning. So at a point, my mom was taking responsibility of quite a lot of things, the feeding and so many things. So we've got no option than to reciprocate that love. Okay, by respecting her, whatever she asks us to do, we make sure that that is done. We make sure that she's not stressed because of our conduct and so on. That's respect out of love. Not everybody is privileged to grow in families like that, but I was privileged to experience that. But in some families, you dare not say a word without getting a repercussion if that word is not directed properly, if that word is not tailored properly, if you've not thought about it carefully before you open your mouth to speak. I know it does happen. Can I tell you another situation we're facing now? For those of us in Europe, you don't provide school fees, you don't pay, you don't buy books. If you buy books, we buy the minimum or the barest minimum. We know the sacrifices we make here in the Western world can't be compared to the sacrifices made by parents in those days. So when we are talking about changing respect as a result of the generation that we find ourselves, we should understand circumstances around when that respect, how it's been dished out. All right. When we know, kids also know that if you cannot take care of them, out there, government will take care of them. So they are not absolutely relying on you. Okay? They know that even though you
Okay, sir. Do you think?
Am I making sense?
Okay, sir. Do you think that? Yes, of course. But I want to come in. Do you think that culture? Do you think that culture can be part of it? Like, does culture have something to do with it?
Well,
like, what I mean by culture, like when you look at Africa and when you look at the Western world, you understand. Does culture have to do, something with it?
Yeah, it depends on. You see, I was very fluid. What I mean, I was quite flexible when I define respect. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you consider respect in Western world is different from respect, slightly different from respect in Africa. Okay, and that's why I said the situation, the circumstances determine how we define respect and how we examine this decline of respect. Right? In the Western culture, we are students, or maybe our children are encouraged to talk to us. Okay? We all encourage our children to talk to us. But that of African culture, quite a lot of fathers will expect their children to talk to them through the mom. Can we see that? So some fathers, we don't have direct access to the fathers, but sometimes through the mom. When you say something to your mom will now go to the father and try to influence the father to possibly release whatever you've requested from, because maybe out of fear. You're absolutely right. For some families, out of fear, we can't go directly to the father. We have to go through the mom, especially polygamous families. So culture has got a role to play. Can I also add, even in the Western world, if you watch the Asians, if you come across, if you are close to anybody from the Asian community, the way their children respect them is close to absolute. They will tell you, you can't marry from another tribe, and they won't say no. They will tell you, you can't marry from another culture, they won't tell you no. They will tell you, you can't do this, and the children will never say no. Number one, culture is one, and the community around them is another factor that influences this respect. Am I making sense at all?
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
Before we continue, sir, there are people that want to enter through Facebook, that want to share their opinion. They are looking for our voice. They can't find it in Facebook. There is a way you can share it to us. We share it to friends. That Facebook, share it to us. We share it to friends that want to enter to share their own opinion based on this very question that Evangelist Sam asked, to be very fair for us. God bless you.
Okay, on our people making us still get patient. We'll do that very soon. But sorry, because I did make mistakes since, but thank God it never late like that. Our Mr. John is Dr. John, please, so that he is
Don't worry about it.
It's Dr. John. No, it's okay. Because like the chief waited with us last week, now we introduced as a chief, so it's also that's part of the respect we talk of. I so much enjoy waiting our doctor talk. What he said concerning waiting still they bring respect. Another powerful point, which I know will lie you. With my white beard on, I so I still can't learn that one now. True. Waiting we feed waiting our papa feed they do for us, or mama feed they do for us, that are the sacrifice and everything. You know they now so much. Not be say no they so much. Because like we would they go work for UK 12 hours now to make sure say food day table for our children, not be for our belly. You understand? But then it's not compared. Okay, imagine say mama say her clothes to make sure now so it be. And that's what they talking for Igbo parable. See, a good mother fit sell anything to make sure he take care of him pikin. Not be the one dey say him pikin make he go do thief or go do a lot. No, that is good mother. And why he go even like to die for that instead of to see him pikin dey suffer for her present. He go say, he better say she no see him. Talk like say, you understand? So that is, they did a lot of sacrifice there. And again, like wetin he still talk again, why I still buy again, say he say those days you will be like why I go take talk am, we'll go tell mama, mama will come go tell papa. You understand? Because of wetin we meet for ground. E still get effect on all the youth. E come be like say the same thing wey I still talk, you see they go back to mama, back to mama, back to mama. Now that the same mama, even as we don't even grow, come be say na mama you fit talk to. You know wetin you go tell papa, I go tell you say you go just shut up there, they born you, I mean wetin dey worry or whatever. You understand that kind of language. But now the children of nowadays, or we especially in the Western world, because I believe say most in the Western world, like wetin you talk now, and another point say if you no fit take care of them, people will fit take care of them. You understand? But despite that one, I get another question where I want to ask to let's hear from my sister also before going back to make it be like say we did one side. She was here with us last week, but nevertheless, I believe she have another answer or contribution. Is that this the Facebook people, how far we don't feel reach them, men are not vex, will they come. So this smartphone of 18, I don't know how not this, because I know they condemn people, children who say na my own better pass, because na almost sent everybody be just like waiting a doctor talk, say the thing make we no see on one side and where person still grow rich. You see say these days if you send your pikin, say make you go cook, for example, maybe the ones wey don grow, I know they talk of children anyway, but still so far dey under your roof na your pikin be so na children. Go cook, for instance. It happened for my house. Now I talk true. Now make me the talk. And what is this phone doing here? You are cooking. No, it was washing of a bedroom. Sorry, not even cooking. She liked to hear music while washing this thing. But one time, all this is not be saying anything. But what am I saying? When you begin to calculate all this most of the time, you see and say the thing be like something with the growing. Before you know, you don't change to another different thing. I don't think if I'm making sense here, because everything we talk so it started somewhere. Both the olden days with the respect, it started somewhere. Both this new days with the talk say it declined, as it reduced, so it started somewhere. So this phone of 18, though we never enter papa and mama, I know say series there. Because even for work, where I still go even day before yesterday, there about yesterday. I still see the same thing, say almost everybody feels one sister they dance, na South American sister they dance. I say, which you be musician like me? He said no, she put earphone. So now I can't be like excuse say if I know they hear music, I know if you walk. If I know they hear music, I know. So and it causes accident as well. So how we can see and say now respect still they die? So I don't know how I see it. Because why? Even for work, I believe you have rules. Because we're talking about respect here, for example, now. Even for adult work, not even children now say no use phone, no do this, no do that. But before we know it, this phone of 18, I mean, waiting I get to talk about it. Let's hear from Madam Mrs. Doris, please.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Uh, not be disrespect in the first place for the children to use phone. We will not see them as disrespect. I want you to know, say, the time when we grow up, technology not there. We still they catch our phone somehow, like play, with your friends, we they go out and everything. Now, comparing the European children and the African children, remember, say, the only place where they get opportunity take they go, they meet up with others, now school. And some places like children who engage in some sports or activities. So, and this phone can come out for their time, take over. Even we, our mama and our papa, them. You understand? These children know they go, and the only way when they say they catch their phone, and the only way when they say they communicate, and all these things. Don't forget that a lot of children are going through depression because of the way when we find ourselves. Like our daddy have just said, he gets some kind parents after spending 24 hours at place of work, or you do shift and all that. We know they get enough time for the children. And now this phone now, they can't they too attached to the phone because We no get time. We
Yeah,
no get
Mrs.
time.
Sorry to cut. I'm not cutting you, please, Mrs. Doris. What I'm saying, in effect, is that how do we see this thing, especially just like as I use both adult, let's say walking, for instance.
Yes,
Normally,
sir.
just like what our teacher said, doctor said, you understand? Say time for everything. Let me just put it that way. Now you send someone to go and walk. Sometimes it could be a dangerous place, like e.g., example, kitchen. You understand where I'm going now? So that I'm asking. So how do we see? I'm not saying maybe catching fun, or maybe I believe it's part of things that not only just catching fun, it's something that also,
Yes,
should I say that
yes,
since no one is there for them, yeah.
yes. That's why we parents we have to be disciplined. You understand? Like you, there is this parental control on phone. If you know technology very well, you can control your children. You can control them. You can know how much time they can spend. Make them to understand that there is time for everything. You understand? So if that child try to prove stubborn, you can control his or her phone through your own phone by putting a stopping order in what he or she is doing at that time. You get my point?
Thank you
So
very
you
much.
control that child. That is why you are there as parent. Now it make me talk and say we not get it. Or sometimes like me now. Now Europe I know say and now I can't learn how to open email. It took me when they don't even open up for me. It took me 3 months before fear let me near computer. I don't know anything. You understand what I'm saying? And we still have our some of our African parents wey no fit operate this phone of a thing, wey no fit control these children. So if you now you don't expect these children to know what to do on their own. You don't expect them to know what to do on their own. And if you don't know this thing, it will go worse. It will worsen the situation. Now let person wey know it was even I try to learn from people. I try to learn, we all learn every day. That is how me myself I got to know. So I'm still passing it out there today that you can control your children. You can know how many time they spend and let this time and this discipline.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
but you
Thank you.
must do it with love because if you don't do it with love, that's where the problem comes
Yeah.
for our
Thank you very
teenager. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Okay, people, when I don't hear wetin our sister talk, Doris, Mrs. Doris, when I hear and say, if na still calculator now, e be like say the thing dey bounce back to we. Just like let's say, if na error, maybe some of our parents do those days, now the same thing can still dey bounce back to us now. That is to say, now we supposed to control these children. How? We go talk am in love. We fit do am table talk. Because na the life wey come meet now say, my pikin know, say yes, I wan buy phone for you, you say yes. For example, as I wan buy this phone for you, see how e go be, see how e go be. Normally, e go happy, say okay, buy am. Then, but if there is condition, make una understand am o, because then the Igbo the parable dey talk say nobody wey dey see come put law. No, there must be law before person go commit offence. So that is to say, my pikin, I wan buy phone for you, for example. This phone wey I wan buy for you, you go use am from so time to so time. Na still the same teacher talk, we dey go back now. So if una still check and una see say whether dem dey respect us o, dem dey disrespect us o. Though I know say e get some people wey be say maybe their blood na that kind of spirit na just negative, but that one no go be portion of our children. So but what we are saying is generally, now my pikin, before I buy this phone for you, see the conditions, so you go say okay, mommy or daddy, buy am for me. So time to so time, this in love, e go work out. That respect wey we dey find, e go come back. Because I believe say the main thing wey we dey argue here mostly be say wetin, the thing wey pikin suppose to do to show us respect, e no dey. Now sister and daddy in the house, they always almost tell us say na still our hand e dey, e never still spoil. Okay, I think Evangelist say he has another question also. I don't know.
Can I add something to that, sir?
Okay, sir, exactly. Thank you, sir.
Can I add something to that? Sister Doris, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, my namesake, for echoing that element of control. You see, technology is destroying so many youths. Okay, technology is destroying so many youths. Parents, before you buy the phone, like my namesake, what he said. Agree with your daughter, with your son, how the phone will be used.
Mm.
Yeah, if it is you are, let's say you are 12 years old, agree the number of hours the phone will be used.
Thank you, sir. That's it.
And can I tell you, I said something very crucial. When you state a rule in your family, follow that rule through. At 8 years, your phone time is 5 hours. Exactly 5 hours. That phone should be with you.
Mm.
If your phone use time when you were 15 years old is 16 hours, well, let's say 10 hours. After the 10 hours, let that phone be with you. Can I tell you, your children will do everything possible to blackmail you with the use of the phone. Number one, they will tell you, Dad, Mom, I am doing my assignment with the phone. Even when they are reading a book, they will tell you they concentrate better with the phone. Oh, I have got assignment to do with the phone. I have got this to do with the phone. And they will give you all manners of excuses.
Mm.
If the use of the phone is 5 hours, right? Tell them whatever you want to do has to fit into these 5 hours.
Yes,
And
sir.
immediately after the 5 hours, take that phone. The reason why I'm saying this is because when they tell you I am reading with my phone, nobody can give 100% concentration when they have sound somewhere else. When they are listening to music, no, it's not
Thank you, sir.
true. Academically, it's not true. And I don't want to take your time. Otherwise, I've got a lot of stories to tell you with the use of technology and so on. But let's leave it at that. Make sure parents have an agreement with your son, daughter, and don't follow that agreement through. God bless you.
Okay, thank
Sorry,
you very
sorry,
much.
sir. Sorry, sir. Just a little more contribution here. Of course, parents we should know that time is time. And secondly, there is a app, you can download on your phone, connect it with your child's phone while you are activating it. They cannot download anything without you accepting it, because children, they can go wild, they can do anything. Like, I have a teenager of 13. So when I bought a phone for her, I connected with my phone. So whenever she wants to download anything, it comes to me. Only when I accept it, then she can download it on her phone. So in that way, you can also control what he or she is doing with his phone. Not only just having a phone, giving them time to spend on that phone, but you must know what they are doing there. God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much, my people. When I don't see here now, the conclusion of the matter more or less on that aspect. See, now this agreement, because we will be Africa. I mean, when I talk that way, we know they get agreement. You see here where be Europe where we dey. Even I won't give my brother money, for example, if na European to European, then go write agreement too. If the person like a die, him pikin go pay. Why agreement dey? And the trouble no dey
Yeah.
come because why agreement dey? But you see the problem mostly in Africa, we believe everyone na pikin, everyone na papa, everyone na brother, everyone na sister. Na him be the problem. Nothing pass agreement. So this agreement na it go help us well well. It go help us well well. Like wetin our mommy still talk. Though I don't know that one, I no go lie you now, the app or no app, but I believe say maybe those are for babies. All this one wey don grow beards like us so. Even before you go do and they don't know what to do. You understand? So, but nevertheless, no problem. So, but the main thing we say, like all those small children, true, we fit control them through our phones. Now, in the same agreement we will talk how you don't really do these things as your own homework before the children. So make we dey do our own homework so that the respect of the thing will come back. Will not be say we want intimidate our children or neither them disrespecting us. That one will not go take am. But now make we balance things and we dey talk so that every house go dey in peace and enjoy. Because I know say papa will be saying pikin dey disrespect. You no go happy. And pikin will be saying papa and mama they oppress somehow will not be normal rights. You understand? You know, go still happy. So now all those things will they try make we stay balance. I believe say when I way they watch us now, still dey subscribe, now still the thumbs up. If you get any question to ask, now ask. One brother won't ask question, but I don't know whether not the connection hard for him. He say he won't talk from outside the program or outside the
Okay.
studio direct. So I don't know. Okay, evangelist.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I hope you are hearing me clear.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. My. Thank you for your contribution and everything. I wanted to ask, how can children? I mean, how can parents uh, correct their children without disrespecting them, especially, especially in the public? Especially in the public. How can parents correct their children without disrespecting them, especially in the public? What I mean that you know that sometimes you go out with your children, probably you have told them before that um, don't eat. You must not take anything there until I ask you to, to eat, or you are going to someone's house and most parents normally, even our parents, they normally our parents also they did the same thing. They told you not to, don't eat that place. And those days, I think most of the time those days, once you get there, only the eye that your mother or your father will look at you, you have really understand what is going to go on when you get home that day. But these days, um sometimes when you are even speaking to your child, he or she will be looking you eyeball to eyeball. Now, and in the public, probably have told her or you have told her, don't eat anything. And immediately they get there and they serve the food or whatever, before they ask who is going to eat, she already jump in and eat. So how are we going to correct them without disrespecting them, or does it mean that that thing is lack of home training? I don't know. I don't know if we get my question, or does it mean that that act is lack of home training that has to do with the parents? Probably, maybe the parents did not give enough training or enough time to the child when how to behave when get out there. Doctor, sir.
All right, thank you so much, my brother. You've answered the question somehow, but let me let me highlight a bit of it. You see, if you are close to your son, your daughter, if you are close to them, you talk to them, and you cite circumstances, they will always, the most time they will ask you before they will go ahead to do whatever you've asked them not to do. I am not castigating any parent for saying, okay, my son, my daughter is doing this because I'm not too close to them. No, that's not what I mean. Closeness. Okay, closeness has got different layers. Number one, in this generation, when you tell them, when we go out, please don't eat. A child in this part of the world will ask you, Dad, Mom,
Why?
why? I've said so. Don't eat there. You've not answered that question. Why? You need to sit them down and carefully explain to them. Or sometimes, if you don't want to give a specific reason, because kids are open book. They will go out there. Dad asked me not. Oh no, I'm not eating. Dad asked me not to eat because of this. But you can narrate stories. You can tell them what happened to people as a result of disobeying, as a result of eating from anywhere they see. You think they don't have enough analytical sense to pick up why they've picked up the why. So we must not just tell them don't eat when we go out. Explain to them why. Sometimes the why could come in the form of people respecting you as a well brought up child when you conduct yourself in a different way. Number two, maybe you are expected to eat 3 times a day. Food is already prepared for you at home. So when you go out there, the food out there is not better than your home-made food. So always make sure that, yes, you always fall back to what is prepared at home. 2, food is what goes into your body. All right? Food is what goes into your body. And what can contaminate the body is what goes into it. So you don't know how that food was prepared. Son, my daughter, I'm telling you, the composition of that food you don't know. And I am asking you not to eat outside because not everybody, okay, will prepare the food decently the way your mom will. And therefore, I do not want you to have food poisoning or all the, you are explaining the why, and do it with love. Do it with love. So sometimes I normally tell mine, don't eat from every place. And I will explain my why. So when there is food, when we are out there, you will run back to me, Dad, can I eat from this place? I will say, yes, you can. If the family is close, I can tell them, no, you can't. Okay, and they will understand why, because I've already elaborated on this why. So the answer to your question, which you've already highlighted, is the way you talk to them, you explain to them to their understanding, and the way you've coached them, the value system you've imputed in them will be able to create that relationship where they will rely on you instead of disrespecting you when you are out there. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
And a little bit of contribution. Brother Sam, you know, back then in Africa, they tell you anything. Our parents give instructions that you must follow, that fall back on fear. You understand, knowing fully well that if they tell you don't eat there, if you reach us, the way they will beat you if you disobey them. That's where you see some children, they will not hide. They will hide. A child will always be a child. Don't forget that. They will hide and eat that thing that you say they shouldn't eat. I will give you example. Uh, and another thing, another thing is parents are not open to us. Then they don't tell us, as a doctor I've just said, the reason why. Because if you ask why, that your why, they will shut it up with slap. Some parents, so they will shut down your mouth with slap. Then you will don't dare say why. And there was something that happened in my house 3 days ago. I have this lady, anytime she's coming, she's nice, she buy things for my children. So I begin to see that my kids, wherever they go, they are just too free, because somebody bring, they take, the other one bring, they take. So I told them, I said, no, except I say so, before you can collect anything. And they asked me why. I said, nothing is free in life. Are you getting my point? Not because I hate her or anything. I said nothing is free. I just want to let them understand that if you must get something, you must work for it. You understand? You have to be self-disciplined. So it happened that the day before yesterday, she was also coming. She bought some biscuits. So as she was about to give my son, I told her, sorry, whenever you buy anything, please give it to me. And she said, why? I said, I realized the opportunity I've given my children because of you, they are now using it outside. And she understands, because she's a mother. I was playing. Like, if they are your children. So you just have to be outspoken
Yeah.
when it is necessary. If it is necessary, no, don't give it to my child. So I told her, whenever you buy something, please give it to me. She said, well, I said, I'm trying to teach them discipline so that they will know that nothing is free. So however I tried to be polite to her. I just hope she understands because she's the mother. She was even now joining me as a mother, talking to the children. Did you hear what your mother said? Please don't take things. I will also tell my granddaughter she shouldn't take anything. So each time I pick up a granddaughter,
some parents will misunderstand that,
it doesn't matter. What matters is you pass your message across and your children get it. Because your children are your responsibility, it's not theirs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that and I understand that. I understand. I really understood that. When I hear parents, you see, like waiting our mother they talk. Before we can hear from our brother Andres in the house, the young brother in the house, so we can hear from him. I think he's also here to speak the voice or the mind of our children. Let me put it that way. So as a child also, because he's not yet a man like that. And you see, like what our sister just said, now that's Mrs. Doris. I really buy that idea. A brother did similar thing where I went to cut my hair yesterday. And I will not lie you, it's just like what teacher said. You see that the whole thing is coming almost round. How? It is to abide on whatever you want to say or you want to do. Not to only your children, even to yourself, even to your husband, even to your wife, even to people outside there. That is what she did. What happened? Yesterday, there was a brother that he just came around and that's his new in town. And I took him to a barbing shop so that as a professional barber that he is, the brother can be helping there also and be getting some small change. You understand? But that brother promised he will call him. He never called him for one day. So going together yesterday there to cut my hair, he said, hey, Kuku cut his hair for us so that the brother say, brother, thank you, I'm just okay. What am I saying? It's good to have decision. I will not lie, if I'm to be in his shoe, I will say, let me just please the person. But it's wrong. You're supposed to have decision, just like what teacher says. Say, if it is 5 hours, it's 5 hours. What am I trying to say? You see that brother showing that with you, without you, I will survive. It's not disrespect, because it's like he doesn't send the boy. The only way you just see him, I want to show as a good Samaritan or whatever. So what mommy is trying to say is that the same thing you said to your, I mean, you tell your children, you told your children rather before time. You can tell it to anybody or say it to anybody. Why? Because the main thing here is what? If that child gets sick or God forbid any evil thing happen, it is your own problem, not even who give whatever to your child. So that's what he's trying to demonstrate there. And I so much love it. It's like having decision. You see, most of the times we live life of people, forgetting to live our own life. Now, what will she gain if she satisfies the outsider and her child gets sick, for instance? So the best thing she express herself, my sister or my brother, anything you want give to me. Now maybe my mama, papa will born them, I'll give them to my pikin. Not be saying I no go tell and say no be you give them, for example. No, we are not saying that. But I love that. It's part of showing the kind of mother you are. Because though my sister, those days they will take eye, still they remember us, we will remember. They will cut eye for you, you will remember. But that's it. Okay, Andrew's in the house, brother Andrew. Can we hear? I mean, Andres, as Spanish call it anyway. So
Yeah.
can we hear from you? I don't know if you know where we are coming from or where you just meet us.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank everyone for letting me join and share a bit of my experience. Good evening. I've been watching for some time. I've been listening carefully to everything that's been said. I just wanted to say something concerning. We were talking about the culture and concerning the respect and how you manage respect according to your culture. But I was gonna say, I think one of the most important things to have in mind is the country where you have your children. Now, what I mean with that is, for example, I was born in Spain. I now live in the UK, but I was born in Spain. I'm 23 years. And something I know for a fact is the way children speak to parents, for example, in Spain, or the way they do it here in the UK, or the way it's done in Nigeria, is way different. And you obviously you have your culture, you have the way you raise your children according to your standards and to how you were raised as well. But you need to bear in mind most of the interactions you're going to have with your children have a lot to do with where they were born. For example, in Spain, it's very common for, let's say, your child did something, or you're trying to lecture them or say something to them. For us Nigerians, you cannot tell your child something and they'll be asking you questions there in front of everyone that, oh, why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me that? That's not like, we don't even perceive it as something normal. But in Spain, it's a normal thing. A lot of times there's things going on. You tell your child, hey, don't do that. And they'll be asking you why. Or they'll be looking at you like you're friends with them. They're not your parents, they're your friends. Like they're your mates. That's very common in Spain, honestly. And in the UK, I noticed it varies in ethnicities as well. Like how Africans behave and actual British children behave is different. But I noticed, especially the British ones, they have this way of speaking to the parents. Like they're not very respectful. I'm not trying to generalize, but that's how what I've perceived in the time I've been here. I've been here for like 5 years now. So I just wanted to like make sure we put that clear. Like where the place where you born your children is going to mark how you are going to interact with them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Our people, when I don't see here, I just like put and talk like now. This one, one of our picking. Now here, instead they speak the voice of the children, as I may say. Not be saying no more, but it's part of our children. Why? Because he's still a young boy. Thank God, now here in age, in own mouth, and still a more, still they go school. So when I hear and just like go to talk, no day or maybe here I still talk in the background. Say where you still train your picking still matter, is still contribute. And another thing again, which I still said last time or last week rather, I'm beyond knows the sentence. I say, come. You see, like say, for instance, Banya here now that's Spain here. When we gonna Spain here, for example, you go see and say when you ask Pekin, say do this, like what our Pekin explain. Not be say they don't. You say why they need explanation, but our own time not be like that. He tell you, even if you wrong, now you can know, which it doesn't supposed to be. So when the Pekin asks to say why, you will explain to them. If you explain to them, I think the man just like waiting mommy talk. This and I say my Pekin no collect this. See, you give her reasons. But no just do something. That will not be talk now. I don't see watch program with similar thing. Then I'm true you talk to Pekin. So when the Pekin say make you, I mean, which they ask here, they are still right. You explain why. I believe when you explain to the person, even if an adult, you go can't understand why you say no. Put time for electric, it is shock. No put time for fire, it is bomb person. The person will understand. Then places also differ quite all right. For example, I see and say if I want call Doris, I know we just say Doris. If I want call Gladys, I know just say Gladys. If I want call John, my name, I know just say John. I'll say Mr. John or John. Or what? Now the same respect to the talk. Now, when even if you be a Nigerian person or an African, you did British, you did just like the point where doctor talk. It's still good to impact some things where we say good. You don't say at the top and say, not be everything where Africans do, for example, now impact. Not be everything where Europeans do, now impact. There are things that we need to balance. How? You see that respect that I thought they call Mrs. Gladys, doctor, this and that. Now the same thing they happen for British, and the same thing they happen for America. But here, by where we did, they happen like that. And the way they take their own culture. If Andres see me tomorrow, for example, if not, no, say more follow Spanish level or way of living or culture, it will just call me John, which is not supposed. British man, thank God, will say, sir, this, Lord, this, they put respect. And part of the story they talk. And it's a good thing to emulate. Why? It shows the difference. You say, this one is senior in B. Am I making sense? So the culture and places where you did matter. But despite saying matter, if you still get good thing where you as an African or a Nigerian person get, impart it into your children. I still give an example last week. I said like my children, many people say, now you got the children. the way they take greet me, na something good, na good thing na im dey emulate. And not to say disrespect good, no matter how we take change am o, whether technology o, whether na Spain o, whether na England o, good thing is always good. Okay, it seems like Mrs. Gladys want to say
Okay,
something.
okay, okay, sir. I want to ask I want to ask this question. I don't know who is going to answer it, but anyway, I want to ask this
Right on,
question.
before we will have maybe precise, okay, let's say 15 minutes to go. Let's just.
Okay, okay. I want to ask this question. Does greeting has to do with respect? Has something to do with respect, especially the children. You know, sometimes a child will pass and without maybe okay, maybe it's not your child anyway, because maybe definitely maybe your child may be always good. Maybe a child just passed. Maybe you know that very child, you know the mother, or you know the family, and the child know you, and the child just passed without saying maybe good afternoon, sir, or good morning, sir, or good evening, sir. And some of us or some parents will say this child doesn't have respect because the child did not greet him or her. So my question is this: is that does greeting have from a child? Does it have to show that is it a sign of respect or is it normal thing? Yes, yes, I hear doctor is raising his hand. Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Yes, sir.
We all know that greeting is a mark of respect.
Thank you.
Where we were brought up, it could be an uncle. As far as the person is older than you are expected to quickly greet the person before the person will say, "How are you and your family?" Even in this side of the world, greeting is a sign of respect.
Thank you.
I quickly put my hand up. I'm sorry, sir. I quickly put my hand up because it just coincided with what I was instructing my children this afternoon. I said, if I give you food to eat, after eating, you must come around and say, "Daddy, thank you. Mommy, thank you." For everybody older than you, within that premises, you must say thank you before you go. Because you see, the son-father relationship is like that of our relationship with God. We wake up in the morning, the first thing we do, "God, I thank you for keeping me alive." In the same way, the first thing I expect my children to do when they wake up in the morning, check around, "Dad, are you awake? Good morning. How was your night?" It's a mark of respect. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you want to say something, ma? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. God bless you. You see, culture here in Europe is different from our culture in Africa. But don't
Yeah,
also forget that children learn quickly with what they see. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now, other children can be calling their parents by their name. You teach your children what they need to know. And you make them to understand that this is where we are coming from. This is what we do. Like my daughter will always say, "Why do you call everybody uncle, auntie?" It's strange to them.
mm,
You can call everybody, okay, daddy. Yes, daddy, auntie. They want to know, how is this person your auntie? How is this person your uncle?
mm,
Because in the recent, it's not your uncle.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
It's
ma'am.
just somebody you know. You see, and I say, their mindset, you may be Africa, but you give birth to them here. Their mindset, they follow the way when Europeans be, because they are
yeah,
European. Are you getting my point? So the
yeah,
only way we feel bring them back home small, but we cannot get that 100%. Like the place I work now, I work with elderly people. I call them daddy and mommy. Sometimes they go shock. The way when they go shock, Papa, you go say, you go ask you, Papa, like, not be me born you. Why you go they call me Papa? You understand? Of which back come for Africa, if you not respect them like that, you don't be back picking be that. So you see, and now we now as parents, they supposed to change our own mindset. We need to be in the middle. Otherwise, these children will see you as a very troublesome parent. You go get wahala.
African
Because
mother.
if you put that thing for your head, say my pikin, like my children, if they wake up in the morning, I say, have you greeted me? That's sometimes when they forget, have you greeted mommy? Mommy, sorry, good morning. But you don't dare. In Africa, just see your parents just pass. You go, are you all right? Are you crazy? Are you this? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said, the society where we did, it compare us to tell these people, train our children with love. If not, we go lose them. They find us ourselves sometimes strange the way we do our thing. Just like when I say uncle, auntie, go say which uncle again? Oh, we want go party. Maybe we can't go. Somebody, one of our brother is doing. How is it your brother? They want you to explain how it they relate to you. Because they cannot just call a random person and just have a, so the only way I say they escape that route, they say, we are Africans, we call ourselves brothers and sisters. They go say, okay, you go explain tire, and now there we get problem, and now there we can't see our children say, do not get respect. God bless
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you very much. Mommies and daddy, I don't see here this version. We see they repeat and repeat and say, now we still get work, which means the whole thing we talk, we don't see fall back on us. Say the way they explain, na him matter. You explain to them, give them reasons, they go understand that. True for Africa, everybody na brother, everybody na sister. Who your mama born, who even come from Kenya to Nigerian person, na sister it be. You understand? So you explain to them and give them reasons. And then self will still follow the same level. Whereby if they still see African person, so they will be almost the same culture. They will know how to follow the person. If they still see European person, hold on. When they still see European, for example, they still know how to pull them. But truth no say make they no talk am more. I know say we go do all this homework. You know, say even these are our children, just like our brother, our pikin we don't come out. So for instance, just for example, not be him, I just use it as example. If he see you, I no go greet you, for example. But if in the work, see even person where you yourself senior, for instance, even if my mate, so far I ain't get that company, you go greet him. I mean, my people not be true.
You're
Eh?
correct. You're correct.
You go greet am. In other words, as Bible talk, e say, who know wetin good make you do am. That is this thing. So as they paint the children, which you are right, I didn't dispute that. They tell them everything in love, which it has still said, you understand. But it's still to see show them this level. How? If you see your guy, even if you like maybe 5 years, find out your guy they pay you salary, you greet am well. Why? That's what it be. So all these things are kind of, systems also what to tell the children. Just like maybe you see your children sometimes. I was opportunity to be discussing with one woman. He said, you believe me, say the travel I travel for 2 weeks, come back. If you see how my house be. Now the same boy, you understand? If in they work somewhere, he go clean the place. Where in they work? Because you know, say with that one self, he get as he before. So he's still be telling them this thing, they do some little comparison, you understand, with the love as we all said, so that they go understand. The mathematics be waiting call the work, still they come back to us. So viewers, now don't hear. Now I want to conclude on the matter, so I'll be giving every one of us 1 minute so that we hear our final conclusion, so that I will conclude. First and foremost, let's start with my namesake, Dr. John. What is your more or less your conclusion over the whole issue?
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to us. The conclusion, well, I've got a very lengthy conclusion, but I will try to paraphrase it. You see, human beings live different systems, and the reward system is one of the greatest. All right, parents, we should position ourselves, get ourselves to a point where our children look unto us. We are role models to our children. We should act out this respect. Okay? Among us, the way we relate with elderly people, the way we relate with our mates, they should see those values in us. Children learn better by imitating than what you tell them. So we should exhibit those values that will command respect from them. Number two, we should learn to invest time with our children. We cannot just command respect if we don't sit them down and educate them, communicate with them in a way that they will understand. When we tell them what to do, they will understand exactly why we are expecting them to do so. And unity of purpose within the family is exceptionally important. Mom, dad, you can't be talking in different ways if you want to command respect from the children. The mom, the dad must be united in purpose in achieving or educating them to have this wonderful respect system that will go out there and they will represent what the family stand for. I am interested in echoing this. Every family must have value system. If I ask some parents, what does your family represent? Some families won't be able to say a word because what they do is casual. Whatever that comes their way, they just live on that. There is no specific value system. All right. Every family must have a value system, and all your children should be well informed about this value system. You are the leader who is spearheading the value system. If your value system is about integrity, kindness, respect for humanity, loyalty, write them out and leave these things out and let the children see you and follow you through. Because if you have a value system, what you are known for in your family, it's quite difficult for your children to go outside that value system. So, overall, I want to say we should know that after God, we are responsible for the children. God, in fact, has given us this opportunity to nourish them, nurture them, enrich them, and bring out the best from them. If we fail to do that, we will be accountable. So sometimes I want to encourage parents to say, sometimes reduce this shift a little bit and spend time to nurture your children, inculcate respect into them, inculcate your value system into them, and do so with wonderful communication and love. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Doris, what's your own final, more or less, conclusion of the matter?
Thank you, sir. Uh, my growing up experience, I will use that as an example to talk to we parents. So please, I want to beg us to treat our children, with love, support our children mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. Having known that it's not just to provide food and shelter for them. Our children need us. A lot of children, they are going through what we do not know. Some are going through depression. And of course, when children begin to get to the age of that teenage stage, they start acting strangely. Please try and sit back and know your child. Know them. It's very, very important. And please do not compare your children because you don't know what tomorrow holds, you know. And I pray that all parents should know what to do at the right time. And do not also forget, do not leave God out of this, because if it happened that a child is going the way you do not expect, you should be able to give the child back to God prayerfully. Don't forget, you pray for your children, you intercede on their behalf. And I know that God that we serve will do his work, you understand, in the life of the child. So please, parents, I beg of you. It took me a lot of time to be able to gain myself back. It took me a lot of time for me to know myself. That is because there was nobody for me. There was no support, nothing in life. So please, a lot of children are being destroyed today, even while living under our roof. Like daughter just said that, God bless you very much. I also learned a lot from him this evening, and I pray may God help us all. Thank you very much. God
Okay,
bless you.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Before we continue, anyway, I mean, I still dey subscribe, they like, so that when you be say we did this, and I will see us. May I not forget say our name. I still repeat am. Una Voice TV for Facebook, for YouTube. Now, right now, what we dey now, if you that time go Facebook, you will see us. Go YouTube, you will see us. Una Voice TV. For TikTok also, you can see our uploaded programs as well. Sister, why I be like say I can't say me I talk before even others will continue to say. Una see am say our sister, as e dey talk since and as e take talk last not be the same. E get the way e take behave, you know, say something pain am wey e remember. E get many things wey e remember. What am I trying to say? So that we no still cause the same kind of pain to our children by showing them love, by the just when we dey open, by bringing them close. All those kind of papa level wey be say instead of person to say that's instead of you to know your father better off, you come turn to fear, not be giving respect and things like that. No, you call your children. Now that time they go even feel open up, tell you wetin dey happen. But when they see you as I don't know, which is not supposed to be, papa and pikin, mama and pikin, mama and papa and mama, they're supposed to be friends. And I so much also love wetin my namesake talk, Dr. John. He say the thing wey you show yourself as a that's in society or whatever. Now I wan talk that one first time. I can't say okay, make you no go for my voice. Be say wetin. You know, even the respect wey they respect those days, there are 2-3 ways mainly wey respect dey follow. Ask me that what e be. That's for outside. It's neither you say you dey do this thing because of God, 1, 2, na because of my family name o. You understand? Or some like children wey dey go school say no, you no wan tarnish the image of wetin of him school. For example, we do that. Now, these are the way respect go. Now you na hear wetin doctor talk for that one. He say wetin you be, if you be Christian, you go behave like a Christian. Then your children go dey copy also. Even for outside. Many a times, some people will see me sometimes. Sorry to say, they say, pastor, don't call me that many places. I say, no, I'm not be pastor. So what am I trying to say? Not to say I dey give myself tons of, but the way you dey behave, wetin you dey show, na in your children go always follow. That's the matter of fact. Even if dem dey 10 of them, at least 70% go follow am, even if not be all, for example. So wetin we dey do, e no be say you be thief, you be this, you be that. Na the same thing your children, you no go expect them to do like otherwise, to do the other way around. Na wetin you dey portray dey see, because most the children true dey learn from wetin dem dey see, pass even when they talk for mouth. You no dey greet people, you wan make your children greet. You dey keep malice, you wan make your children dey no dey keep malice. You dey fight, you wan make your children no dey fight. So all these things e really matter. Thank God na teacher, you na hear am. So na him be the thing. Well, sister Mrs. Gladys rather from UK. So what do you have for us as conclusion of the matter?
Well done, everyone. If you see, I already did the door of work. You see my neck, they go, they come. I want to be off of this place so that I will enter work. And my own conclusion is this. But what I want to say is this: is that you can't give what you don't have. So if you are a dad, you are a mom, first of all, examine yourself. Because this respect that we are talking about, our children learn it from us. We are the one to teach our children. If you are teaching your children how to show respect outside, that should give you respect. And whereby your children see the way you disrespect people. they will learn from you. And we should not make it to look, I'm ashamed that our mothers then that did not even visit school, that cannot read, that cannot write, they train they bring up a very good children and a very well respectful children and children that you can talk of. What about us that even have this privilege to attend primary school? Some of us primary and secondary, some of us primary, secondary, and uni. So I believe all these things that we are still talking about still fall back at us. We have a lot to do in them. So my conclusion of all is that if we should search ourselves with the parents, the one watching, everyone, if there is any way we are disrespecting people in the presence of our children, we should cut it down and show them that is practice what we want them to do and tell them that this is what we want. Oh, you see the way I give that brother respect, this is what I'm expecting from you. Because you know there are some mothers that don't even give their husband respect and they want their children to give them. There are some fathers that don't even give their wife respect, they want their children to give them. That's why I say it's what they are seeing that they are manifesting. I pray that God should help us to first of all be, according to our daddy, I learned a lot from you, I learned a lot from our mommy too, said we should be a role model to our children. If you are a role model of disrespect, then we have a package of disrespect children. But when we are a role model of people that know how to show respect to people, you see some children that they give birth to in Europe, they still bend down to greet their elderly one. Not that, it's what they see their parents doing. It's what they learned from home.
Yeah.
And as we do that, God will bless us. Thank you, Daddy John. Thank
Okay,
you.
God bless
God
you,
bless you.
everyone. Okay, Samuel, can we hear from you? Waiting you get for we? Because when I say we say we join the parents. Hello, Mr. Sam. Are you not?
Yeah,
I say, what do you have for us as conclusion from your own side as well, or advice? We are not hearing
Okay,
your
thank you very
microphone.
much. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me just start from where Gladys stopped. You know, as a parent, once you disrespect yourself in the presence of your children, you don't expect magic, because whatever you are giving out, the energy you are giving out, that is what your children is taking in, and that is what they are going to give back to you. So as a parent, one, make sure that you are closer to your children. Know what, when they are uh, when they are when they feel bad, okay, when they feel bad, closer to them, ask them questions, discuss with them, tell them stories. Okay, by so doing, then you know what is going on also in their lives. Even when they go out, maybe something happened, maybe at school. You know, when they come back, they'll say, "Daddy or mommy, look at what's happened. Look at somebody that is, you know, molesting me, somebody that is disturbing me. Look at something that's happened. Look at what our teachers, you know, told us." Because they find out even some these days, some children respect their teachers even more than their parents, because of why, the way the way they handle the children at home. Even when the parents do anyhow, the children will say that I'm going to tell my teacher, because the parents, they have not taken their stand to be able to teach the children at home. Remember that these children, they only have maximum of 8 hours or 9 hours in the school out of 24 hours, but these children, they are always with you. So you have more hours, you have more times to teach your children, and your family should have a code. There's something like that. Some family, they have a code. What I mean by the code, you know, sometimes when you go out with your children, um, there's some body language that you give like this. The children have understand that daddy say I have to sit up properly. You know, you don't have to say it. These are things that you teach your children the way you want them to be, the way you want them to be. So by so doing, you see that, you know, your children will grow well, and you see them doing well. So this is what I have to say, that please, as a parents, let us, because you are the one that God used to brought this child into this world. So take time, train up your child, as Bible says, train up your child the way he should go, so that when he grows, he will not depart from it. Remember that one day this child is going to be on his own or her own. And whatever their character they are going to display then, maybe 60 or 70% is going to be from what he learned from the parents. So when you teach that child a bad thing, that when that child grow up, he's going to become that way. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, viewers. Because if we say more continue on this program, there is a lot to say. I will just say one just with rush, maybe under 1 minute there about. We will not touch, make you no be say only with the talk the one way children no give us. Get the one we're supposed to give children also. But time no go permit us, but let me just say it, because next program, maybe we'll not go do this level again, and that different level entirely. That's topic. So but let me say this one, maybe no be like say, when I not touch this side though, the children also need respect from us. How? For example, the way they talk to your children in the public. Now something we say we're supposed to still put into consideration. Or the way you take shot for them, you understand, it's still the same thing to still put in consideration. Say, because even the children themselves, especially the ones that don't grow small, no, it be shame. The way you matter disgrace me for public, the way they talk to me for, you understand? And then if you not talk and say because they be our children, but we will still know how they talk to them for public also. Maybe for the presence of other of their friends and things like that. It's still very important, so that they don't go be like say they lose confidence or can't they intimidated, or like our sister was saying, the way she was treated, you understand? Can't they get some emotional this thing, which it takes time, you understand? It really takes time before such a thing will go out of them. Thank you very much, viewers. God bless you all, and don't miss to be here again next Saturday. Actually, this program will be every Saturday, 7 p.m. Spanish time. I think it's the same thing with Belgian time, 7 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 6 p.m. Waiting be 6 p.m. My brother, my sister, or mommy with the house. 6 p.m. means say 6 in the evening. So that we understand them. Because this way, we are not saying not be our language. We see the try, we learn and see if they speak them. Then the name of this thing now, Una Voice TV for YouTube, for Facebook, for the TikTok. In case maybe you miss this program, if you still go back, go rewatch them or go listen, go see. Just like as I tell you now, and most of us not here. I no go lie you, I learn from sisters where they here, I learn from brothers where they here. And I believe say if you still watch and fully, you go still get what you go learn. Thank you very much. If you still get anything when I want drop as comment or anything when I need, now if you still drop and before that Saturday. Or you want to join us for this our program also, still right time. Go join you for the program. Now bye bye you. Okay, my colleagues and the guests in the house, please make us see, tell them bye bye. The two way they take their time till they watch us.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your sacrifice of time. Bye bye now.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Bye bye.
God bless you.
Stronger, moving as one. Hearts open wider, new days begun. Side by side, we lift our dreams. In every voice, a future gleams. Hand in hand, we share this song. Voice of the people, where we all belong. Voice of the people, rise in the night. Stories unite us, hopes burning bright. Together we're stronger, moving as one.